Statement. Minister for Disabled People, Mims Davies.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. Today, and in British Sign Language for those watching on Parliament Live, I am delighted to deliver on the Government's commitment to transform the everyday lives of disabled people across the country for the better. We as a government are working to make this country the most accessible place in the world for disabled people to live, work and thrive. Today, I'm proud to announce another important milestone, the publication of the Disability Action Plan, which will actively make a difference to disabled people's daily lives. In December 2022, my predecessor, the Honourable Member for Corby, announced the intention to develop a new Disability Action Plan to set out the practical, immediate actions ministers across government will take to improve disabled people's daily lives. Following this, a huge amount of work has gone into this from my department and the Disability Unit, and I thank everyone involved. I have spent time, Mr Deputy Speaker, since coming into this role, listening, engaging and continuing to ensure the voices of disabled people are properly heard, as it is an important priority for this government. That is why, in July 2023, we consulted on the draft Disability Action Plan, setting out a range of proposals where we felt we could take immediate action or lay the foundations for longer-term change. We rightly wanted to give everyone, and most importantly, disabled people, disabled people's organisations and other key charities and stakeholders, the chance to have their say on the draft plan. The consultation ran for 12 weeks, and I am immensely grateful to every single person who took time to respond. In the consultation, we set out 12 areas for action. Each area proposed how the Disability Unit, together with my department and other government departments and partners, would take action to drive improvements in these areas. Since the consultation closed in October, we have been carefully working through more than 1,300 responses, which pleasingly showed broad support for almost all proposals. We have used these responses, along with the feedback from a series of events and discussions during the consultation period, to finalise the proposals, adding a number of new measures to respond specifically to these consultation findings. An independent analysis of the consultation findings will be published on gov.uk today, alongside the final plan when I conclude my statement. The Disability Action Plan, which we are publishing today, sets out 32 practical actions which I will lead across government to take forward over the next 12 months with disabled people, disabled people's organisations and other government departments and public service providers to improve the daily lives of disabled people. These actions sit across 14 different areas, aiming to better support disabled people who want to be elected to public office, include disabled people's needs more effectively in emergency and resilience planning, include disabled people's needs in climate-related policies, improve information and outcomes for families in which someone is or becomes disabled, make playgrounds more accessible for everybody, help our businesses of all sizes and sectors to understand the needs of and deliver improvements for disabled people. Explore if the UK, Mr Deputy Speaker, could host the Special Olympics World Summer Games in 2031. Improve support for people who have guide or assistance dogs. Help the government measure how effective its policies and services are for disabled people. Research issues facing disabled people in the future so the government can be more proactive in addressing them. Make government publications and its communications more accessible. improve understanding of the cost of living for disabled people, promote better understanding of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, UNCRPD, across government, monitor and report progress of the Disability Action Plan, and I can confirm today that we will provide Parliament with updates on our progress in delivering against these actions in the plan in both 6 and 12 months' time. The Disability Action Plan will be taken forward in parallel with the National Disability Strategy, published in 2021. This wider strategy sets out the long-term vision to transform disabled people's lives for the better. A written ministerial statement to Parliament on the 18th of September 23 provided an update on progress on those commitments. And taken together, the Disability Action Plan and the National Disability Strategy demonstrate this government's clear focus on improving disabled people's daily lives in the here and now and in the years to come. As well as the Disability Action Plan and the National Disability Strategy, the government is already delivering significant work in areas that disabled people have told us are a priority, including reforms to employment and welfare through Transforming Support, Health and Disability White Paper, the Back to Work Plan, and improving health and social care through the People at the Heart of Care White Paper. Further ongoing work by departments includes support with the cost of living through Help for Households, as well as the SEND and Alternative Provision Improvement Plan. Mr Deputy Speaker, today's new Disability Action Plan is another vital pillar in improving disabled people's everyday lives. Working with disabled people and their representative organisations and with my colleagues across government in my role as lead for the Disability Unit and chair of the cross-government ministerial Disability Champions, we will take the immediate action now and in the coming months to achieve real and tangible improvements for disabled people and help to deliver on their needs and change disabled people's lives daily for the better, and I commend this statement to the House.
Opposition front bench. Vicky Fox.